This is the darkest story the brothers Grimm ever printed. You have probably never heard of it. Both facts have the same explanation. It arrived in 1812 not from a fireside teller but from a painter, Philipp Otto Runge, written in Low German and polished like scripture. Runge sent the Grimms 2 tales as models of how folk material ought to sound on the page. This one became the collection's dark masterpiece. The skeleton is standard fairy tale. The flesh on it is why anthologies quietly leave it out. A stepmother offers her small stepson an apple from a heavy chest, and as he leans in, she slams the lid. The text does not cut away. No euphemism, no fade to black, the boy is beheaded by the falling lid. Wilhelm Grimm, so busy softening mothers elsewhere, left every word standing. What she does next is worse. She ties the head back on with a scarf and props him in a chair by the door, apple in hand, like a display. Her own daughter, little Marlene, boxes his ear, at her mother's suggestion. The head tumbles. The girl believes she has killed her brother. Folklorists call this the collection's cruelest move. The murderer manufactures her own daughter's guilt as the cover story, and the child carries it. Then the kitchen. The boy becomes a stew, the unknowing father praises the meal and finishes it. This scene is why you never read it at school. Marlene gathers the bones in her best silk kerchief and lays them under the juniper, the tree where the boy's real mother lies buried. And the tree moves. A mist rises from the branches, a flame inside the mist, and out of the flame, a bird. The murdered boy, converted into something that can testify. The bird song is the tale's engine, carried across town, verse by verse, the goldsmith's shop, the shoemaker's bench, the mill. Everyone pays to hear it twice. Each listener pays for the encore, a gold chain, a pair of red shoes, and from 20 millers together, a millstone. Note the inventory. The tale is aiming. The bird flies home and sings from the roof. The father receives the chain, and Marlene, the shoes. The stepmother says a fire is burning inside her. She runs out last, and the millstone comes down. From the smoke where she stood, the boy walks out alive, and takes his family's hands. The Grimms end on the quietest sentence imaginable. They went inside, sat down at the table, and ate their supper. The domestic calm is the craft. Trace the dates and one fact stands out. Across 45 years of family-friendly revision, the Grimms never touched this one. They knew what they had. Tolkien named it directly. The beauty and horror of the Juniper Tree, he argued, must never be softened for children. He meant the whole genre. Writing in 1947, Tolkien used this tale to defend the old version's wholesale, sweetened stories, he argued, betray both the tale and the child. That chest lid has appeared in this series before. Beausoleil's Cinderella, 1634, same murder weapon. Motifs migrate, this horror is well-traveled. So the blanket claim you often hear, the Grimms cleaned everything up for children, dies on this text. The truth is stranger, they chose what to protect. This is tale type 720, My Mother Slew Me, attested across Europe in dozens of versions. A murder ballad wearing a fairy tale's clothes. Scholars read it as the genre's purest revenge tragedy, testimony, community, sentence, carried out by song, in daylight, before witnesses. And why is it obscure? No film, no picture book industry, no soft version possible. It stayed in the complete editions, and out of bedtime. One more irony, it opens exactly like Snow White, the same snowfall, the same wish for a child. Two tales from one doorway, only one was filmable. The juniper itself is the quiet hero, the mother's grave, the boy's cocoon, the court that hears his case. The tree keeps what the family breaks. Runge died at 33, before the book even shipped. His two contributions, this and The Fisherman's Wife, set the bar the Grimms edited toward. The darkest Grimm tale survives because it is also the best-made one, and because some testimony refuses to stay buried. Next, Goldilocks, a story with no girl in it for its first 70 years. An old woman, 3 bachelor bears, and a debate about trespassers. Subscribe for the versions underneath.